He's got a cramp, goes short to Edwards. So in this final quarter, the Tigers have surged. They've kicked 6 goals, but in many ways, almost condemned by their own actions here again. This is Gordon. They're at their best when the stakes are low. Well, the ball up right half forward, I think. Now the umpire lets them play. Griffiths on it again. Tackle taken down by Beams. He takes a bit of stopping. He's like a fire hydrant. He's dragged down and we'll have a ball up.
It's been good on in the last quarter. So Wayne, you're going to do in alphabetical order in a moment. We're going to get. Oh wow.
He's had a bad night, and anyone comes near him now might get it.
She good kick coming in. Is that Thomas? It's a goal. So they get up to 10 goals here.
On the cusp, but not close enough to score. Does he trust his big men to fly? It's a wobbly one into the pocket. Little Edwards jumped high amongst the big men. But Del Santo, with some good assistance from McDonald.
Oh dear.
Tempting fade across ground, and Thomas takes the mark.
If you're going to just blaze away, it has to clear the 50-metre arc, and that was just a high bomb that really only travelled 35.
And you want to hit the corner of the 50 and the boundary line, don't you?
Matt Thomas, not a big goal kicker in his 95-game career, 31 goals to his name.
There's got to be a bit of that though, Jason. That was young McDonald playing his 11th game. None to 50 games, 0 to 50 games. North Melbourne 5 players, McDonald being one of them. Richmond have 7 players in the same bracket, 0 to 50 games.
Big kick for the Tigers at this early stage, and he's executed it perfectly. Richmond have got 3 goals on the board, and North are struggling under the pressure of the Tigers. It's the Richmond side by 13 points.
Well, it's a great start for the Tigers, and I guess a lot of their fans would be saying, where's this sort of attitude and desperation been most of the season? But they're putting immense pressure on North. More often than not, North will carry that ball out of defence, link up and find a way to take it into their attacking 50. When they've just got to throw it on the boot, that's a really good sign in terms of the defensive pressure that the Tigers are applying.
Good to see a number of players coming back. One of them, Chris Newman, been a marvellous stalwart of the Richmond Footy Club. And a little deft pass keeps the ball in play. Jones goes to ground. Cochin still chasing hard, but eventually it's going to be Gwilt who just squeezes it out of trouble and away from the danger zone as far as St Kilda is concerned, only for the moment. Here's Jack Stephen now. He puts his skates on and he says, "Bugger you, chappie, I'm going straight past you." And he does, up towards Nick Rewald. Belted away from him.
And Chapman says, "Bugger you, I've got it."
The marriage hand pass once again. Now an opportunity for Hooley. Hooley goes up towards half forward, and the mark is taken by Vlosten.
He's had a big last quarter, Vlosten.
Good player.
Oh, good kick.
Good player. He finds the man he was chasing. That being Thomas, Matty Thomas, in game number 97. So a major milestone not too far away for him.
And as a young team, it's about being able to have passage to passage, contest to contest, being able to complete your chains. And if there's one thing that they haven't been able to do, it's gone from one great passage to another great passage, and then they have a breakdown moment. They'll work through those. They'll get better as a football team. They'll start to complete their plays a hell of a lot better.
Thomas for his 3rd goal. Oh, it's an ugly-looking mongrel. And that's one of the more ugly goals you'll see. What an extraordinary kick. I think it wobbled through. Yeah.
Score review. Umpires call it a goal. Can we please check that the ball had crossed the line before it was touched?
I think it was headed off the line as well.
I reckon it was there.
I think Marriage has done a fantastic job here to push back and create just enough space.
There we go. Yeah, that's a goal.
That's a goal.
Hit him in the head again, longer.
Yeah, it's a confirmed goal. There's no doubt about that.
I'm not sure if Matt Thomas is proud of it, but he's got it.
It's home.
I kicked the ugliest goal of the day.
End of his career, it's in the record book.
That's it.
Remember how it went through.
Reading the paper tomorrow, it says Thomas 1 goal.
Yep.
Go back to the umpires. What if we didn't take that one?
Yes.
Good Falcon.
Longa's had about 3 in the head, a couple of elbows as well. this afternoon.
Headed out wide. Pumps it long. Griffiths with a couple to beat. Over the back, Frost. Out of trouble nicely to Shield. They're backing themselves here, or they've lost and read that nicely. Martin's in the square. It's about to be on his head. Rewald from 4 deep, nearly pulled it down. Crowd went up with him. Thomas. Arm free, but it's a throw in the back. He almost threw it away before it was in the back, but he gets the reward. He's always hard at it.
If the player's already diving forward, is it in the back?
They've been paying a lot of them of late. So obviously keeping a keen eye on it. You saw the leap from Revolt. The ball spilled out. They had the numbers around the contest over the Tigers.
Now Thomas will play his 100th game next week after 87 with Port Adelaide, and then heading over here to the Tigers after a season with Norwood in the SANFL, and he puts the Tigers back in front.
Well, sometimes if you get the opportunity, you've got to take it, whether it's a free kick or not. All Matt Thomas can do is go back and kick the goal. They got the numbers in the hot spot. You see him here, his momentum's going forward. Just half falls in his back. You've got to be very careful as the tackler, but they're costly free kicks when they happen 20, 25 metres out directly in front.
Not a lot of run from behind. There's not much run forward of the ball either. Go on, Hutto, you see if you can get him going.
Down to Marriage. Hall to try and spoil. It was a good spoil too. Delidio got the arms free. Lloyd crashed into the turf on the MCG in the back, says the umpire. Quick hands off to Martin, to Ellis. And this be something created here. High ball. And well weighted for Lennon. He'll be eyeing off Ty Vickery deep. Now he tried to draw him to the ball, but Thomas was also in on the act. And Matt Thomas can line up.
It was like a dart, wasn't it, from Lennon?
One of those pesky midfielders that just drops in front of the leading forward and cuts his lunch.
Yeah, Ty, his eyes were lit up, weren't they?
Just 34 goals in his 101 game career, Matt Thomas. Had to be patient through the VFL for an opportunity, and it's the right time of the year to come into the team.
Yeah, he's had a serviceable game, 16 disposals, 10 of those contested. That's the thing you like about it. He's only had the 4 kicks and 12 handballs, but he's gone at 100%. He's had 3 centre clearances as well, so just another player that Damien Hardwick is throwing through the midfield.
So what can they conjure up here? Something in the Delidio direction. Got to beat a couple. Gee, Bagley did well without infringing there. In fact, it was Lennon. It was indeed. Thank you, Richo. Ball kept moving forward by Lambert. Now Martin pushes off Hibberd for a second time, but Hibberd was equal in the strength, but he went to ground. Martin still dangerous here in this situation. Now, was that deliberate? Because there was actually no pressure on him. The Richmond players had pulled up.
I think he was genuinely fumbling that then. He never really had a chance to pick it up. He had one touch and it went over the line. That would have been very stiff.
Bounced off Howlett's head and then he threw it out. He had one arm pinned, and Brett Delidio, who couldn't have executed that tackle any better. In the meantime, Matt Thomas has played on and kicked a goal. So while we were having a look at Delidio, goal to the Tigers, and they're back out to a 9-point lead. We'll make that a 15-point lead, I should say. It was Matt Thomas. So play on was a call. Let's have a look at this again. Great tackle from Delidio. And that was a risky effort from Thomas, because you wouldn't want to miss that.
You've got to kick those if you play on. Made no mistake, Matt Thomas. Good tackle from Brett Delidio.
There it is, just dribbled along the ground. That one took a little bit of spin in the ever-drying conditions here at the G.